I don't know about you guys, but I get pretty sick of having to constantly lock and unlock my canopy doors. So in today's video, we're going to solve that problem once and for all. What's up guys? If you can't already tell, I'm pretty excited about today's video. Today we're finally getting around to installing a remote central locking across all 3 doors of the canopy. This is an upgrade I've been wanting to do for ages. Long-time viewers of the channel would have heard me mention this many times in my previous videos, so I'm super keen to get it all installed today. MRT actually got in touch with me a couple of weeks back and offered to sponsor the video and have sent me out this full kit for me to let you guys know my honest thoughts on the system and show you how it all installs. So huge thanks to MRT for supplying the system. And without further ado, let's find out what's in the box and get it all installed. So this is MRT's full canopy conversion kit, so it should come with enough pieces to fully convert 3 canopy doors. So that's 6 locks in total. Let's have a look at what comes included in the box. Okay, so we got some wiring, 3 packets of those. And there's T-pieces installed in here as well. So basically, each one of these 3 packets will service 1 canopy door with 2 locks per door. Also in the box, there should be 6 brand new T-locks, complete with the electronic system on the back there. This system is completely plug and play, which is something I didn't realize at first. I thought it just came with the electric component that you added onto your existing T-locks, but no, it comes with 6 brand new T-locks. Mine aren't too bad, but if your canopy is a bit weathered and your existing locks are a bit worn out, then that might be a huge plus for you. And last but not least, there's one more box left to open. So in here, we find the power inlet for the canopy, so that can be mounted up on the headboard of the canopy to let power come inside. Also in the box, we get this nice long Anderson lead to run from your main battery back into your canopy. Nice thick gauge wiring too, which is good to see. Should be able to handle that power, no dramas. Also comes with an inline fuse, a 30 amp inline fuse. Comes with a bunch of nuts to connect these brand new powered T-locks into the canopy with. And of course, our 2 remote central locking dongles. And they've also given me these 2 lengths of conduit to help try and conceal the wiring a little bit better. Well, that's all the pieces we'll be using to install this central locking kit. Time to get over to the canopy and get it installed. And the first step is to remove the existing 6 locks from the canopy. So these T-locks are held on by 4 10mm nuts, which you can access from the inside of the canopy door. So we'll just be taking those 4 off. So once those 4 nuts are removed, you can kind of lower your canopy door down a bit, turn the T-lock into the locked position, and then just kind of gently push it through and bring it out like so. And just like that, we've removed all 6 T-locks from the factory canopy. Next step is to chuck in the new electronic T-locking handles with the new bolts provided as well. So firstly, we'll take off these 2 nuts down from the base here. Next, there's 2 more up the top. They're not done very tight, so we can just pretty much grab a socket, chuck it on there and use that as a bit of a makeshift screwdriver. Okay, once you've removed all those 4, this plastic housing can come off, but be gentle with this. You may need to give it a bit of assistance with a tool similar to this. Work under. There we go. Once you free it, gently lift it up, but it needs to still be attached to the components within. So you just gently kind of lift it forward basically. And doing so reveals these 2 nuts hidden within. And these actually go through to the back here. So once they get a bit loose, you'll need to hold these forward. I'll hold that with my finger and continue undoing it from the back. Once that's free, you can actually push that bolt through the underside. Drop it on the floor. Just to keep that wiring secure, I would suggest you place this cover back into place and slot it on those two threads at the back there. Then this whole electric mechanism will lift off and come apart. So one thing I have noticed, and it might just be because my canopy's a couple of years old now, but I find the bolts on these new locks don't line up exactly with the canopy. So I'll show you what I mean. When I try and slot this in, you can see here, those two are pretty much perfect, but on this side, they're over about 2 or 3 millimeters. So the fit's just not quite exactly the same as those original factory locks. So what we've tested in the back of the canopy is actually enlarging those holes from 7 millimeters as they are factory up to 8 millimeters, and that gives us that little bit of wiggle room we need to fit the locks in happily. So you might need to do the same to yours. Okay, now that we've enlarged those holes a little bit, let's give it another test fit. Perfect. So yeah, just enlarge those holes from 7 up to 8 millimeters, and that fits in no dramas whatsoever. Job done. Okay, now we can put our electronic mechanism back on. Okay, that's the first lock fully installed along with the electrics on the back there as well. All went back on super easy, no dramas whatsoever. That lock is now fully operational. It might just require a little bit of adjustment to fit the canopy, but that's a piece of cake. Now we'll go and put the other 5 locks on, and then we're up to the electrics. So the next step is going to be to install this power inlet up into the headboard of the canopy. And that's just going to let us run power in to control that central locking system. And the fun thing is, to do that, I get to use one of my favorite tools, the trusty old grinder. Alrighty, got that hole all cut for the power inlet. That's fitting in there really nice and snug. Stoked with how that's turning out. The sun's going down pretty quick, so probably going to call it a night on this project for today and pick things up tomorrow. Alright, that's more like it. We can actually see what we're doing now. So all that's left to do today is to run the wiring from each of those 6 brand new locks back to this control panel, the other side of this power inlet. One thing I do want to mention is that if you're going to be using the included wiring that comes with the kit, make sure you also use the included fuse as well, and put that as close back to your battery as possible. With my car, I've already got an Anderson plug coming off the back that's correctly fused back to my battery, so I'll just be reusing that for this application. Now, it is worth running a little bit of silicone around the edge of this panel when you install it, just to make sure no water gets in. I still want to take it out again and connect my canopy wiring into it later, so I'll be adding my silicone then. Okay, next step is to connect the wiring, and these do come in slightly different lengths, so basically just make sure you save the longest one for the rear door, because that one has the longest path to travel to get back to that control box. So these wiring kits are pretty straightforward. Basically, when you find this T-piece, there'll be one that's very short. Take that one and attach it to the lock that's closest to the headboard, closest to where we put that control panel. And you'll see on the actual electronic locking mechanism here, there's a little port on the side with a notch in the bottom there. Basically, you'll see the wiring has a little notch on the bottom too. So you just line that up and screw it in. Next, take the second shortest length and connect it to the next lock. And the third and final plug gets run back to that control panel we installed earlier. We are all done. We've run the wiring back from all 6 Tlocks straight back to that control panel. All went in without any issues, which is fantastic. We've concealed most of the wiring beneath some strips of conduit on both sides to keep it looking a little bit neater. And it's all ready for its very first test. So I've backed the ute under, plugged it all into that new power inlet. Got the dongle still in the little resealable bags. See how we go for the maiden voyage, the maiden click. Suppose we'll close the door down. I guess all we do is press the button now. Oh, that makes a good noise. I guess that means it's locked. Let's see. Yep, she's locked. Yep, check the other doors. Yep. So far so good. Lucky last. Beautiful. How easy is that? And then, oh yes. Unlocked. Beautiful. Really, really happy with that. That's just going to be an absolute game changer for us. I reckon we should head down to the beach, do a few more tests, test out the range. So we'll catch you at the beach. Welcome down to the beach, guys. We've just come down here to do a quick range test for the new central locking system. It's ridiculously hot, so we'll make this test nice and quick so we can jump into the water. It's obviously from nice close range. It's working a treat. Let's walk this way and see how far the range is. Okay, probably at the 10-meter mark, thereabouts. Yep, can definitely hear that's working. Continue onwards. You can barely even see the car anymore. Yep, still working. The sand is very hot. Oh, might have to go down to the water. Oh, that's better. There's the car, all the way down there. Yep, still working. I can hear that crystal clear. What more could you want? I guess we may as well keep going. Yep, it's still working from this distance. It's probably hard to gauge on camera, but what's that? 80 meters, 100 meters?
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
That's insane. Just, you can't ask for more range than that. Absolutely crazy. What we might do now is I'll get Bianca to run back so you can actually hear it from the car. Well guys, that's the MRT central locking package fully installed and working absolutely brilliantly. Super stoked with the result. That's going to be an absolute game changer for us out on the road. And that range is just phenomenal, super stoked. We're going to be giving it a full test over the next couple of months. We've got a few camping trips here and there. So we'll check back in with you guys and let you know how it's been faring out on the road once we've had it in use for a little while now. Anyway, it's pretty hot here, so we're going to go jump in the water. You should too. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.